Welcome back. Illinois basketball is gearing up for their big matchup tomorrow night against the Ohio State Buckeyes. ABC News Channel 15's Mike Lederer joins us with more. Mike?
Well, Liz, Illinois was back on the practice courts today, getting ready for the 5th-ranked Buckeyes, and the Illini know they have a tough task at hand tomorrow night. But one area in which Illinois believes is a strength is their ability to close out games. Just last week, the Illini held on to wins at Northwestern and at home on Saturday against Nebraska. In fact, the Illini have a 5-1 record in games decided in the final few moments. And for Coach Bruce Weber, while it might not always be pretty, getting victories is all that matters.
I'd much rather win by 20, but I'd rather win close than lose. So it's it's all part of the process, and we're 3-1, and we're 14-3, and we've had some injuries, and we've had we have a young group, so it's not perfect or pretty by any means. We have to get better. I'll be the first one to tell you that, but at the same time, it's you got to feel good about some of the things that have happened.
Those games really helps us kind of mature and know what we need to do down the stretch to finish out the games. We won most of the close games so far, so that's just only going to help us for the future.
Every game's different, but at the same time, we find a way to win those games, and I think it's helped build character on this team, and the fact that we're winning them at the end, I think it's going to help us along the way.
And it looks like senior guard Sam Maniscalco will not play in tomorrow night's game against the Buckeyes. Maniscalco has been battling an ankle injury, and freshman point guard Tracy Abrams is likely to start in his place. Junior guard DJ Richardson is progressing nicely and likely won't be limited tomorrow night from his wrist injury. With all of the injury concerns, the Illini have had to rely on their youth, with many players getting their first taste of Big Ten play. Bruce Weber's happy with how his young guys are progressing.
They have a lot to learn, but at the same time, all these experiences, there's nothing more valuable than being out there. And, going into it, I was, scared without Sam, but we won games. Tracy got a lot of valuable minutes, made some nice plays. I joked the other day, he played so hard in that game, he was so worked up that, he lost his cookies after the game. So, that's a credit to the kid. That's how hard he played, which is positive. And then Mike Henry, we know he can score. He's just got to get all the other parts of the game where you feel comfortable. But I think if he gets a little bit of a motor, he can be a big-time scorer for us down the road.
So it will certainly be an interesting test for the young Illini tomorrow night against the Buckeyes. That's it for sports. Liz, back to you.
Thanks, Mike. And here's what's on top for 10. With Illinois getting set to take on Ohio State, hear from sophomore center Myers Leonard on his upcoming showdown with All-American Jared Sullinger. Plus, we'll have an update on former Illinois head coach Ron Zook, and LSU takes on Alabama in the BCS national title game. And here's a look at tonight's stock market report. We'll be right back.